Even with stringent restrictions, empty streets and ever tighter regulations imposed daily, declared coronavirus cases in Europe have now exceeded 400,000 and continue to rise. For the third consecutive day, Spain reported more than 800 new deaths in the previous 24 hours. And after 2 days of decline, the number of new deaths in Italy spiked upwards again to 812. But new infections are slowing.
To get down from the numbers, not just stabilise, requires a redoubling of public health efforts to push down. It won't go down by itself. It will be pushed down. And that's what we need countries to focus on.
France is shuttling patients around the country to reduce pressure on the hardest-hit regions. But the infection rate is proving relentless, and 418 deaths in the past 24 hours takes France past 3,000 fatalities. In Paris, hospitals are full, and doctors have to agonize over who gets a bed and who doesn't.
It's not fear, but rather a stress to suddenly be forced to make choices that we don't want to make, and to find ourselves in situations where we have to choose which patients we could admit to intensive care.
As recently as 2 weeks ago, Russia had just 10 official cases of COVID-19. It's fast approaching 2,000 now and rising. In Moscow, the city mayor has shut parks, closed shops and banned non-essential journeys. Addressing regional leaders by video link, Russia's president has urged other regions to follow Moscow's example.
All measures necessary in this situation should be taken, even if those not involved in the problem consider them a bit excessive for Russia today. But as they say, God helps those who help themselves.
But while millions huddle in their homes, around the world, hundreds of thousands of stranded European tourists are still struggling to reach theirs. After 2 weeks in quarantine, this group departed from Peru on Monday with assistance from diplomatic staff.
We have about 300 Dutch people today who leave to the Netherlands, and there's about 100 Europeans who fly onwards from Amsterdam to their home countries.
COVID-19 is reminding us how vulnerable we are, how connected we are, and how dependent we are on each other. In the eye of a storm like COVID, scientific and public health tools are essential, but so are humility and kindness. With solidarity, humility, and assuming the best of each other, we can and we will overcome this together.
Extraordinary heroic efforts are being made, voluntary efforts, medical efforts and diplomatic efforts. Faced with a global pandemic, the responsibility is on all of us to be part of that effort too. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera.